Welcome back, everyone, to Metal Gear Solid. We're nearly at the end now, so all we've got left is the shebang with the PAL keys, which we will be doing this time around. And then we've got the Ray and Liquid fights to finish the game, so let's jump in. So we have to do a lot of backtracking this episode, unfortunately. Some good story dump in it, but it is what it is. And then next time will be balls to the wall action. Where is this guard? Oh, right in the crotch. Sorry, bro, I didn't mean to do that.
Snake!
Did you find it?
No, I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
Well, that's part of it. Armstech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like we were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No, there's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid.
But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the President will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the President's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India. I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes. The President will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion. $1 billion?
That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox-Die vaccine in our demands.
Fox-Die. It killed Octopus and the Armstech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level in the blood. Or maybe it's just because this Fox-Die was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bugs yet.
In any case, have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Galukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
But he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the Genome Soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Galukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Galukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is in it again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the ArmsTech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl, she's alive.
Snake, I found Baker's top secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the President was talking about. It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right?
To be fair, that's
We
a
got one
stupid
of
as
them.
fuck system.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy.
Yes, it's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah, the card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in one. Clever.
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Who's that? Damn! The key fell in the drainage ditch.
Snake! This is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
Right, we've got to fight our way out. Move, move, move. Right. All's good. So we have to find the key that fell in the water bit. As the first part to input the normal temperature key. There'll be a lot of waiting in this episode because I have to wait for the keys change on shape. Also, need to make sure that I go against that when we're at the end of the episode, I have enough stinger and rations to stare down Liquid and Metal Gear Rex. Thermal's on, so I'm not sure which side it dropped into. So we're going to go right to left. So it is on the left. Camera, that's the key, probably, I think. Great, the camera's respawned. I didn't factor that in. Bullet, damage bullets, ration. Where the feck is the bomb? Did I pick the key up? I didn't see it come up. No, I did not. Ah. Oh, it didn't show on the thermals. From the look of it. It's a bit of a pain. Right, now we can go put in the normal key. Should be a straightforward approach again. Climb up over the Rex head, snipe the guard, and then chaff into the room. I'm not looking forward to the last two fights so much because I've just... Previously, when we did Sniper Wolf's second fight, I said that was probably the most annoying boss. I completely forgot about some of the stupid shit you have to do with Rex and Liquid. Rex, in terms of, if I remember correctly from watching the Let's Play I watched before picking up the series again, doesn't seem to lock on in terms of the stinger lock-ons very easily. Right, we're going to wait for him. I'm not using any Penzitman, there's no point. We can take our time with the normal key because it's not going to change shape. Patience. Coming now.
What was that noise?
Fucking. I get why they do that with the PSG one. Don't get me wrong with the bullet sway. But does it need to be that fucking... How do I describe it? Instant? Well, I could understand the longer you go, but I think first few seconds you'd be relatively fine. Now, if I remember correctly, if I get spotted by these cameras... then poison gas activates. That was a bad move, because I need to sting her first. Yeah, take out that one. That might have been a dumb move. Oh, that was a dumb move. Oh, fuck me. There's a point later on in the game where we can easily acquire more stingers. Alright, I didn't even need to use that chaff. So let's just input our normal PAL key.
PAL code number 1 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 2.
Okay, that takes care of PAL code number 1. Now, PAL number 2. Freeze the key.
So we've got to go back to where we fought Raven, basically, for this one. It's a pain, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, the guard respawned. Oh well. No biggie. We outrun him easily. Ah, but those PlayStation 1 frame rates. Right. Memo to self. Guard respawns. It's not a problem. Not in the slightest. The most annoying part is we're going to have to navigate lifts. So the lifts that we navigated from the blast furnace to here will take fucking ages, most likely. Oh well. How are we doing? We're 20 minutes deep, so unfortunately we are just going to be sorting out the PAL key this time around, and then we'll do Rex later on. It's no biggie, it's just a little bit of annoyance. The one thing about this game is I have obviously enjoyed replaying the game. It's a little piece of personal history in some ways. given this is one of the games I grew up playing in my childhood. And all the cameras are back. Properly wasteful shooting. But it's not a big deal. It is a big deal because I was banking on... Oh fuck, I was banking on the Stinger ammo have respawned. Which it hasn't yet. Pain in my ass. So into the area where we fought Vulcan Raven. I'm going to equip my rations because I don't want my rations to freeze. Just as a precaution. So yeah, none of the items here have respawned either from the look of it. So it will take a few minutes for the key to change. So what we're going to do, what I'm just going to discuss is generic Metal Gear chat, I think, while we wait. So, yeah, I've really enjoyed playing this game. Though, I completely forgot how much fucking backtracking you need to do, because I only really remembered the backtracking for the PSG-1. But then you had all the backtracking in the comms tower. You had all the backtracking here. It is a bit ridiculous. To my mind, Metal Gear Solid 2 has some backtracking as well, as you go around all the struts at the start. But it starts a bit more like that, but then it opens up and becomes a bit more linear, especially around the time of the Harrier Vamp. It's mainly with Fat Man you do all the backtracking in 2. And 3 is just as linear as that. 3 is ridiculously linear in comparison. There's a few bits obviously at the start of the game where the plot when you're going through areas have already been, but a lot of the time you're going from area to area to area. My knowledge of 4 is very poor. I have played Metal Gear Solid 4 once or twice. That's the one I'm looking forward to playing the most when we get around to it. I'm trying to do all the games in order, so we started with 3, because chronologically 3 is the first. Then we're doing 1, then 2, and then 4. We're not doing 5. 5 is a little bit too big of a commitment in terms of time. And it's a good game, but it's just not on the same sort of fun level as the original 3. Right, let's check the card key. So there, you see it's gone blue from yellow. Hold on. It was yellow, now it's blue, so that means we have successfully frozen the key. So now we get out of here. And we've got to do the same thing again, backtrack all the way. Oh, I forgot about that. I'm just going to take the hits. I probably shouldn't have taken those hits. We'll find a ration somewhere. It's no biggie. Because I can't go into the liquid fight half-cooked. I need 2 rations actually now. My own lack of care might have fucked me there. I'm not gonna... Oh, fuck off! I'm not going to have a route around first. I'm going to get the key inputted. We don't have time. You are on some quite strict time limits here. Well, they're not strict, but they're still, you don't want to be fucking around when you're on the delivery side of it. So, we need to deal with the guard. It's the final one, the blast furnace one, which is going to be the most backtracking one. Got away. The thing is, I daren't because because of the camera. I'm kind of having to wait for him now. Oh, I could have Nikita'd. Oh well. Should have used the Nikita, really. Get back a ration, that's good. And round. Have the cameras respawned. Key number 2.
Palcode number 2 confirmed. Awaiting Palcode number 3.
Okay, there goes pal code number 2. Next comes pal number 3. Warm the key.
Right, now we go all the way back to the blast furnace. This is the annoying part. For sure, this is the annoying part. Didn't hit him, but the PlayStation 1 frame rates came into my favour there. Ration, beautiful. So we just need to restock our Stinger ammo as well. Because if we go into the Rex fight with no Stinger ammo, we are fucked. Not even slightly, like, not gently fucked. We are full up against a wall with a fucking hand pulling our head back. Fucked. Oh, locked in. Oh, the Rex fight. I'd forgotten about the fucking Rex fight. And its fucking missiles. So the Rex fight is basically going to be... It has about 3 or 4 different attacks. It has at close range it has a laser and a stomp, I think. And at longer ranges it has missiles and... like a machine gun, I think. I can't quite remember. But I do definitely remember the missiles being the most annoying part of the fight. Right. Please say we've got enough chaff and shit. They've not respawned again. I might be in a sticky situation. Traps. Oh, fuck, I need stinger ammo. Guards. Straight round him. Right, the elevators are going to be the time-consuming bit. "31 minutes on the clock, which is not bad. Oh, I do apologise if we are earlier than we usually go up and live. It's just a case of there's a football match on I want to watch later. So that's why we're doing this now. And I also just, while I'm off work, because I always book Halloween off as a holiday. It's just a shame that Halloween has been cancelled. Just because Halloween has been cancelled doesn't mean I break my annual holiday tradition.
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye?
No. Fox Dye. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but...
What are you trying to say?
It's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, I mean, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah?
Well, apparently Fox Dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the Fox Dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
Elevator. Oh, you think it's over? No, there's at least one more elevator. Right, I need to slightly hunt stingers. Or chaff. Preferably stingers. Ration. There's no claymores this way. Famas. Stinger ammo. Chaff and stinger ammo, please. Second elevator. We're making decent time. Oh shit, sorry, I knocked the mic there. Oh, stinger ammo, please. We will be in a bad spot if I don't replace my stingers. Chaff too, to an extent. So into the blast furnace area. I'm just going to run south. We only get PSG 1. That's very disappointing. We need at least 20 plus stingers for when we fight Metal Gear Rex. Wasted them on the cameras. That's not a good sign. Just got to hang tight here for a while, unfortunately. We are gonna, as soon as we finish Metal Gear Solid, start putting in the works to do Metal Gear Solid 2. But it probably will be a few months down the line because I already have something in mind that I want to replace this game in with the rotation. So it will possibly be a little bit further down the line. But it is something I do intend to do on the channel, is Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 4. It might even be after the PS5 drops, in terms of timeline. But obviously, we're playing a PlayStation 1 game in the PS4, Xbox One era, so it's not like I don't have the willingness to replay older games. Right, check on the card key. There we go, so it's turned red, so we're good. Just navigate to Steam. Right, and then all the way back to the fucking hangar. We got a couple of codec calls, I think, as well. I can't quite remember. Now, I'm banking on the chaff, not the chaff, the stingers respawning. If not, we're kind of fucked. So I can't take too long in the colder areas, or it'll cool the key. Fucking elevator. Takes the piss a bit, but alright. I wish I hadn't wasted all my stinger now. Like this bit, do we really need it to take this long to use elevators?
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes, but not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification, but my reason for getting into genetics was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from, my age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s, a dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother, and him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes, Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Grey Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Grey Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox? No. Naomi, tell me something.
About Fox Die? Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi.
What?
You must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox Die.
Huh? You weren't?
No. You were injected with Fox Die as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake,
Hey, what are you doing?
Snake!
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Die was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
Right, the race is back on. The key is still red. We need to be quick. Last thing I want is to have to backtrack again. So we need to get through this particular area where it's cold in lightning time. So I'm just going to navigate round the guards. Going up. Nice, we've got a clear route. Right. Stinger missiles, beautiful. I don't know if that's enough, but it will have to be. So that definitely brings us to 20 plus. 27. But yeah, you can see what I mean by when I say there's a lot of backtracking that we've had to do for this fucking PAL key. Let's put our final input in. Got to deal with the guard one last time. I'm going to risk grabbing this. Chaff grenades. Semi-useful, I think, versus Rex. I can't remember if they disrupt the missile slightly. I might have to look that up before we do the fight. But the Rex and Liquid fight are definitely two of the worst fights in the game. The Liquid fight is sort of like the Cyborg Ninja fight, but with a lot more fucking around, because any hand-to-hand fight with PlayStation 1 frame rates is going to be a problem. Nice. Nice and quick that time. Chaff. I'm going to risk it. Stinger. Up to this camera. Then hard key in. Beautiful.
PAL code number 3 confirmed. PAL code entry complete. Detonation code activated.
No, why?
Ready for launch.
I deactivated it.
Except you didn't.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us, too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning, just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Die vaccine to me, their ace in the hole. is useless now.
Ace in the hole.
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother.
Liquid.
How the... You've served your purpose. You may die now.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
Just gonna wait for rescue from Ocelot. Ocelot from Octron.
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Liquid's gonna run off. So we're gonna leave it there. We've got our fight with Metal Gear next, which I'm gonna try and get uploaded today. Yeah. So thank you for watching, everyone. We're gonna move into the final part. But yeah, we're almost done. So thank you and have a good night. I'll see you soon.